Alright everybody, welcome back to the fourth match here with Jeskai Tempo. We're coming off a pretty intense match 3 just now, so we're 2-1 going into this fourth round. We have an opener that is reasonable for a deck like this, and so we'll go ahead and keep. Hopefully removal spells are good in this matchup. Well, it looks like this might be a control mirror, which is not the worst thing in the world, but I think I'm actually going to go ahead and fetch up I'm going to shock myself, because if this is blue-white control, I want to have Field of Ruin be as live as possible. So let's just go ahead and Serum Visions. We're probably digging for a Geist of Saint Traft in this matchup. Colonnade's not a bad card either. Definitely not a bad card, and I like Electrolyze. It's kind of free burn. I almost want to go top. Is that a bit greedy? I think it's a little greedy. I think we can bottom the Colonnade for now. Especially if this is blue-white control, then Colonnade doesn't usually, yeah, well. Alright, we want to hold up Logic Knot here in case our opponent wants to play a Gideon of the Trials or something else that's annoying like that. Looks like no Gideon of the Trials today. Let's go ahead and play the Field of Ruin here. We will probably just Electrolyze our opponent at end of turn, assuming we keep playing this game. Interesting. So, unfortunately, we might not hit a land drop here. We may have to use a Field of Ruin. Snapcaster Mage? Just Snapcaster Mage? Sure. I'll take the hit for 2 this turn. I definitely don't want to make a move on my opponent's main phase here in case they want to resolve like a Jace. Wall of Omens is totally fine. Now I think I'm better off doing this, because I don't want to walk right into giving them mana. Do need more blue sources. Alright, that's a blue source, which is great. It does mean I can play Geist with counter backup. Is that good against Supreme Verdict, which they do play quite a lot of? Not sure. This could be kind of a sketchy play, not gonna lie. By the looks of it, it almost seems like they just have the Verdict wrapped up here. Ready to go. Yeah. We could Path to Exile our Geist. I don't hate that. Don't hate that at all. Let's get another blue source here. I'm going to go ahead and fetch Shock here. Get a Steam Vent. I guess maybe I didn't have to Shock, but I do like Snapcaster Mage in this matchup a lot. Being able to snap back Electrolyze is really nice value. Three. This is kind of awkward because it does mean that... Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. It's kind of awkward because now we don't draw a Snapcaster Mage. Sure. Do they have a Serum Visions? Oh, Path Exile. Sure. They have like a Jace here. Colonnade. And now we have the other Field of Ruin for... I don't think they're playing Opts, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this now. And now we have a Logic Knot up for any shenanigans. Alright, no shenanigans for now. We have all of our fetchables. Double Logic Knot, it's something. It is something. If it's a Jace, I am super hardcore countering this. X equals 4. Well, we're drawing the burn half of our deck now, so that's not great, especially with our opponent still at 17. Ooh, and that's another Colonnade. That's a big game there. That is a big deal. So, Electrolyze plus Helix does answer that Colonnade. If our opponent wants to rev it up. Let's go ahead and bluff another counter spell here. Let's just exile 4 to be safe. Cryptic Command is not a bad draw, especially after we just have a Colonnade 2. I have to imagine my opponent is sitting on some number of Path to Exile, though. There's their Field of Ruin. There's an argument to bouncing my Colonnade. Well, there's another Colonnade. So is it worth attacking here and forcing the action? I don't... Well, it allows me to force the action next turn. Unfortunately, we're out of basics, so this is the reason why I was fetching aggressively for my shocks. Another Field of Ruin, Christ. Alright, I don't think I'm going to attack this time. Alright, let's play a bit of Drago, sure. Double Cryptic Command. Hey, that's worth stuff. Is it worth bouncing this in response? I don't think so. My opponent have another basic? Jeez. 10 basics, maybe? Man, we're running into some some serious matchups here, let's just say that. Alright, you got a Serum Visions, I got a Serum Visions. Colonnade, Spell Queller. Kind of like both of those. Let's go ahead and top. Those are pretty good tops. I guess Spell Queller kind of just eats a Path to Exile. Let me think about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's fine. They are up on clock here. Something to pay attention to. They might try to cut me out of red sources this game. It's totally reasonable. I think here I'm going to go and flash in. So I'm going to go ahead and attack. My opponent doesn't know that I drew a Colonnade for turn, so I'd like to get in 2 damage first if possible. Alright, so yeah, as we thought, that traded with a Path to Exile. Opponent's fetching right now. Okay. What do you got for me, opponent? Nothing. Alright. Opponent lets me attack here. I guess that's kind of punishment for playing the Glacial Fortress. But I really don't want to go shields down next turn to like fight over that Cryptic. But it looks like that's what's happening anyways. Shoot. This is really bad. Yep, I think we're dead here. A Geist might be okay here. They don't have a Search for Iskanta. They don't, you know, too many crazy things going on yet. Another Cryptic Command means that maybe bouncing to Fairy on their upkeep might be okay. Okay, alright. We're grinding through this to Fairy. Oh my gosh, that Teferi's down. I don't even think I attack with Colonnade here. I think I just sit back. My opponent's probably sitting on like a couple Wraths, maybe some Spreading Seas, Wall of Omens. Yeah, that is super fine. They're starting to cut me off of red here, so I should respond by adding a red mana here. We want to unload our reds. Wow. Alright, crawling our way back in here as best as we can. That's a dead draw, which is really unfortunate. Our opponent's going to go and field us off of that steam vents. Guess not yet. Maybe they're saving it for something else. Another Snapcaster Mage, huh? That's not a bad draw. Obviously, I would feel a bit more comfortable if my opponent did not have 5 cards in hand right now. I'm going to let that resolve. I'll just path to exile it. The question is, does my opponent take... My opponent definitely takes a Snapcaster Mage here, right? That's fine. Now, Logic Knot is not a bad draw. Search for his Kanta. Can we beat a Search for his Kanta? We already used our Field of Ruin this game. Is this worth fighting over? How many counterspells has my opponent amassed in their hand, potentially? I think this is worth fighting over. I think the game ends quickly once they flip this. Wow, that resolved? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, win con down. Let's go ahead and unload some more burn. Again, we don't want to get caught without red sources in the late game. Wow, okay. That... It's not a bad draw, considering that's a lethal attack here. Destroy all creatures. Let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10 mana available. One, 2, 3, 4. Del X is currently 6. Let's get a Serum Visions out of here. Get a Helix out of here. Let's get another Visions out of here. Path. Logic Knot for X equals 11. Do they have a Supreme Verdict as well? I think I'm going to let that resolve, as crazy as that might seem. They need a Cryptic, a Path, a Snap, or a Verdict here. Interesting, interesting. The more mana they use, the less outs that they have. Wow, they drew it. Jeez. Alright, another land. Not great. Wow, so if we bounce the Spreading Seas, we could also just kill the Jace right now. I'm okay with that. Now they need, like, Snap Verdict to kill me. Wall of Omens. Okay, well, they're not dead. So I guess that... Gideon of the Trials. Sure, they have Emblem. So that means Angel has to go at Gideon. They're hanging on to dear life here. Interesting. Targeting... What did my opponent just do? Do they have a Cryptic Command in hand? Are they going to bounce their Spreading Seas? Oh my gosh. Okay. I have enough mana to do what I want to do. Snap Logic Knot? I think so. Well, I think I'll just go ahead and kill the Gideon here. Oh, control mirrors. Oh, I guess they had the Field of Ruin anyways. Wow, we have a lot of gas left in our deck. A lot of Snapcaster Mages, a couple bolts in there too. We gotta worry about our clock. We're more than halfway down our clock, and our opponent just concedes. All right, Magic Online is lagging just a little bit for me here, so there's an argument for Wear Tear. Yeah, I like Wear Tear actually in this matchup. Probably want to cut some number of bolts and helixes. Probably want to cut all my helixes now that I think about it. Lyra just kind of like eats a Path to Exile that we know they have plenty of in this matchup, so not too comfortable citing that in. Wear Tear possibly over one of the Path to Exiles. I like to keep in some burn in this matchup, and Electrolyze cycles and works well with Snapcaster Mage, so. Whew. Oh, let's shake it out. Shake it out. What a game. Blue-white control me, baby. Yeah, this hand's kind of awkward, but it'll do. We can answer turn 2 as Kanta, which is nice. And these matches go long. Making your land drops is important. I'm not too worried. Although we do obviously want to kill our opponent. Geist does a great job at killing our opponent. Alright. So it would be nice if this is a search for his Kanta. Spreading Seas. Sure. Still no red mana. We could always free up this Spreading Seas with this Wear and Tear. Gideon of the Trials, sure. Sure. I think if we had that red source earlier, huh? Do we want to play Geist straight into a Verdict? I think I'm okay with that. It's not the end of the world, but Geist is obviously a headache, and just make them have the answer. My opponent pauses here. Never mind. I was going to say, a pause here for my opponent is a good sign. Gideon swings for some good old damage here. Okay, well, if Geist was going to eat a verdict, it was going to eat a verdict no matter what. We didn't have a click to clear the way or anything like that. Field of Ruin. Interesting to Fairy. Sure. Sure. Question is, do they have a negate? Alright. Fair's gone. We untap with Logic Knot. Not the worst set of trades in the world. Rest in peace. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. We could Snapcaster Mage target where? In response to Rest in Peace trigger? All right. That's something. Gideon becomes a creature. Does my opponent have a piece of counter magic here? Okay. Guess that works out too. Probably hold up Field of Ruin for my Celestial Colonnade here. Or they just have Path to Exile. Or they just have another land drop in Field of Ruin. Let's just go ahead and swing first. Hit our opponent for 2. Play this Hollowed Fountain tapped. We got Spell Queller plus Logic Knot. That's pretty good. My opponent has any shenanigans end of turn here, I'll just go ahead and let's just get an island here. See, Wall of Omens would be really annoying here, which is why awkwardly enough, I think I'm going to Spell Queller it. Opponent's got a Colonnade. The spell is not a bad card. Although this is going to be a pretty rough happening if we get verdicted. Imagine my opponent's going to Field of Ruin me here. Let's just go ahead and add a blue. Say okay. Get a mountain. Maybe I'm supposed to get an island. I don't know. I'd like to have at least 2 red sources here. Alright, well. Can't kill a Colonnade right now. That's a problem. So we just say go. The rough part is this is exactly what my opponent wants. They wanted me to just say go. Obviously, if we draw Path to Exile, might be a different case here in terms of attacking. Island's not bad. Gotta worry about our clock here, though. Fortunately, we really don't want to attack right into the Celestial Colonnade. God, this plays right into a Verdict, but I don't care. Arguably enough, my opponent doesn't care either. Come on, Path to Exile one time. Whew. That is rough. Again, we're drawing live though. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. We are drawing live. Interesting, my opponent is fetching even though they have Jace in their deck. It would be probably smart to hold on to those fetches for Brainstorm. Ooh, this is not good. Uh-oh. Elspeth? No. Yeah, 4 mana available. X equals 5. Alright, let's fight, opponent. Let's fight. And now we can attack even. Ooh, free 6 damage. Now we have a lethal? Your opponent's gonna get us with a Verdict here, though. You just know it, though. You just know it. Oh no, they're doing it. They're actually doing it. Spreading seeds. Okay, they're digging. They're digging. Let's get a red source here. I think we lead on Serum Visions. I don't think there's any harm in doing so. Wow, I think our opponent is dead here. So even a Path to Exile doesn't quite save them here, unfortunately for them. And now you saw why Serum Visioning before combat was really important. We even have the bolts, so... Whoo! What a set of 2 games there, but playing the tempo plan, playing it slow, that's what's important in a matchup like this. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. That was the 4th match here against Blue White Control. So we're 3-1 in this modern competitive league, and let's go to the last match here and hope to get that 4-1 dream.